Hey family, I want to take a little bit of time tonight. I'm not going to be too long. Y'all notice I ain't been too long on a lot of stuff these days. Been busy working on a lot of stuff, but I just had to take a moment and come to y'all. The smoke you seeing is me burning some Paul and some other stuff. And I wanted to start off with this image. Y'all give me just a little bit of your ear, a little bit tonight. And I'm sitting here burning this Kapal, uh, and some other stuff. I say stuff, it's just all sense. And I wanted to start off with this image. Um, because as Black women, we see ourselves as nurturing, that we nurture everybody that we come in contact with. Okay. And I wanted to start right there with that image. Because I think sometimes, and I need to nurture, whether if it's our sons or our neighbors or our husbands or children or whoever we're with, excuse me, family. This image is the image we like to show the world that we are as Black women in the Black community. And this image here, I'll make it a little bigger just so you can see it. This is a Black woman hugging her Black man. It's so beautiful. It's so nurturing. It's so loving. And though it is a beautiful image, I'm going to be very honest. Sometimes I'm a bit disturbed because we'll be really quick to show up like this. We'll be showing up like this all the time, family. You know, this is who we are as Black women. This is who we are. This is how we want the world to see us. That we're these great nurturers, and we are. We're all of that. So I'm not about to say that we're not that because I would be lying. You know, I think we try our best to be these great nurturers. Yeah. But the image of seeing that, which is beautiful, the images that we don't like to see or we don't want to be real about, that is our existence. Let me make sure I can get back to this picture. I think I'm in the right one. So I don't even know where I am. Here we go. So though this is a beautiful image, and you see this beautifully melanated Black woman that we rarely get to see on TV or in anything that we talking about Black people. We only get to see pieces or people who are mixed with her or people who look like they could have had that as a grandmama or something like that or whatever. We rarely talk about images like this. This is a young girl who was 11 years old who was shot in the face on Monday at a gas station. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the Black femicide that's going on. And I don't really know what it is, family. I'm just going to be very honest and just kind of talking from my heart. I'm not going to talk long, but I am so disturbed at our need to want to hold up an image of us being the freedom fighters and us as Black women out there in the streets fighting the good fight and making sure our men are protected and saying, not all of us, that's not all our stories, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't want to talk about the killing of Black women and girls and little girls and babies. We don't want to talk about that. For the month of February, there have been so many Black women. I counted 69, and that was on Sunday, and that was February the 28th. I counted 69 in February. When we know that number has surpassed, because I just got finished sharing on over the last couple of days, more women who were murdered at the hands of people who we love to protect. I just think something's terribly wrong. And I mean terribly wrong. That we would spend so much time talking about how much we are these great freedom fighters and Black Lives Matter, and when really it don't feel like the shit matter to Black people. Now, if you're a person and you know your position, then own that. Don't get offended. See, I find people who get offended are people who are guilty of disrespecting Black women and girls, who treat them less. And I'm not talking about, well, I'm out there fighting. Some of y'all are the most disrespectful ass people when it comes to Black girls and women. You throw them to the side. You act like their voice, it doesn't matter. We see people doing abusive behavior to them. Little girls, grown, it don't matter. And sometimes that is our behavior. And how I know some of us, and I use the word some, don't really give a shit is that when I post things or I look at other people's posts who share them, thank God for people who share, I watch people's responses. I see how people act like they don't see it. Because just because you don't see it don't mean the shit ain't happening. Don't mean it ain't happening, family. So I am a bit disturbed. I'm just gonna be flat out honest. I don't understand the constant killing of us by us. And all we got to say is white supremacy. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Because that's not an answer. That's not an answer. I don't know about y'all, but I watched that Black church documentary. I know Black people under way harsher conditions than we face right now could be accountable to each other, could protect each other, could love each other. How do we see shit like this and want to be in love with this image, but can't deal with this image? This young sister was shot in the face in March, the beginning of March. So here we go. These two sisters was murdered in March, this month. And so we're in love with this image of us, but we don't want to look at the death of the people who look like this in our community. I don't want to hear, her worth. Did she go to school? Was she a good person? I don't give a damn. I don't care if she walked down the street naked throwing M&Ms at people. She does not. Nobody has the right to take her life, to take our lives. Now the new buzzword is mental health. Y'all gonna have to miss me all day with that bullshit. She has been a mental health trip surviving not just America, but surviving your fellow Black sisters and brothers. I'm saying that for in a loving term, because I don't think everybody, my skin folks, ain't my kin folks. But I don't know how we look at ourselves every day and act like we showing up like this when really we turn it up like these two dead sisters right here, who are being killed at the hands of people who look like them, who they thought they was in a relationship like this, and then they end up dead like these two. And these are just two of many. Last year was almost 1,200 Black women that murdered by people who look like them. Black women, Black women, girls, and now more children are being killed. And I still don't hear, because it's not a buzzword, it ain't the police, it ain't white people. We don't have shit to say. We act like we just gonna blame Black femicide on white people. That's unacceptable. I mean, I know y'all think these people are God, but they're really not. We are the gods and goddesses of our own destinies. And something is terribly wrong when we don't recognize that we have a problem, that Black women and girls are not safe in places with people who look like them. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm burning up. My assistant who I work with is a young sister. I'm gonna show this slide. She put together, oops, sorry, y'all. She put together the slide for me. Every week she works with me as a young sister. And let me see if I can get this up. Which slide is this? I think this is this one. Here we go. I'm gonna bring this a little closer, y'all. Or if I can. I don't know if I can bring it closer because I didn't download it. But I want y'all to look at the faces. I'm gonna make myself smaller so you can see them better. Oops, sorry. Here we go. Look at these young sisters. Now on this slide, I counted for the month thanks to Black Femicide and my sister Rosa, who's a Black woman keeping up with all of this. This is not no conspiracy theory. This is not the world trying to make Black people look bad. This is us killing us. I don't give a damn what other groups do. I really don't care. Let me just say that for the record. So we could throw that shit out the window. I don't want to hear this is all white supremacy. I don't want to hear that because that does not bring these Black women and children back to us. So when I hear Black people come with that bullshit, and I'm going to call it what it is, wanting to blame other people for how we show up with each other, I just don't want to hear it. I can't even afford to hear what you're saying, to be very flat out honest with you. I can't even afford to even be thinking like that. Like, we got to do something, family. And I'm not saying you can do whatever you want to do, but the fact that we don't even share, we don't care, that's not a topic. You ask somebody to talk about what's going on in the Black community, we'll talk about police brutality. We'll talk about we ain't get enough free money, or I don't know, scholarships for school. And then the status of Black women is just horrendous. And if you're making it, great for you. Great, good. But and I'm doing pretty well, but I know the rest of me, because these are all me. This is an elder, 73 years old. If they're not doing good, I'm not doing good. Every month, this is a baby, 8 months old, killed by someone who looked like her. So this is not no isolated incident. In February, it's only 28 goddamn days in a month, and we're up to 69, which is now past 70, because they weren't finished counting yet. The fact that, thank you, sis, I'm going to keep sharing, but the fact that this is not something that's on our radar that we're talking about. That's why sometimes when people talk that activism bullshit, I be like, you're full of caca. Because you're on a trend. You're doing this shit because it's trending. Black women and babies are dying out here at the hands of people who look like them, and we own crickets. Because we're so afraid that it's going to make Black people look bad. We should feel bad. We should feel like shit. When you're killing off the life givers, the sacred portal carriers, we should feel like straight up crap. And see, most of y'all act like it's not a problem until your face is sitting up on here, or your daughters, or your cousin, or your good friend is sitting on here. Now it's a problem. No, you should be upset about this like I'm upset about it. I don't know how in good graces we can sit and look ourselves in the mirror knowing that we up here killing up the Black woman and babies and children like this. And I'm saying we, because those Black men who killed these Black women, because these are the ones I'm reporting, they came out of a Black woman. Look at this baby, 3 years old. This is the second baby I showed you tonight. So I'm all in my feelings. I'm sitting up in here burning some sage and some kapal and just asking the ancestors, like, what do I do? What do we do? What more has to happen to us so that we can stop doing this shit and stop blaming other people and take some accountability for yourself? See, I remember in the 80s when the drug war was going on all across this country. And even though we know other forces brought the shit in here, it was us that had to carry out the mission to tear us the fuck down. And when people were gang warring and killing each other up in the streets, whether it was over a color or your territory or the drug game, it had to be us to do it. But I also remember Black people reacting, going to the streets, trying to educate each other, marching through their own goddamn neighborhoods, bringing attention to this. So if this ain't on the Black agenda, I don't know what the fuck we doing. And we don't want to talk about, hey, Black people, maybe we should stop killing up the life givers. Maybe we should stop killing the sacred portal, or none of us will be here. And I'm telling you, last year, over 1,200 Black women was murdered. In 2020, under a damn quarantine. Whew. You know, that this just hurts my this is a baby family. She 3 years old. I mean, she didn't even get a chance to do anything. She's 3 years old. I don't know about y'all, but this just hurt. This makes my stomach hurt. I look at this and I wonder, like, what's wrong with us? And I'm just going to be honest. I think you got to have a better response. I'm gonna be honest with you. If y'all talking about police brutality, don't call London. We got enough Negroes dealing with that shit. I guess because I don't know how we really deal with it when we're really basically gonna ask the people who killing us for some money that they, like they really gonna give it to you when they look like, well, shit, y'all kill each other up, and then we got nerve to get offended. Why they always throw that up? Because that's something to look at. How do we look? How do we in good conscience? This baby right here is 4 years old. Damn, do we stop when there's a baby? Because it's obvious that y'all don't give a shit about black women. But damn, if it's a baby, will that make you feel some kind of way? We just brush past them like it ain't shit. Like they ain't shit. Yeah, we don't care that there's some black man murdered them. We don't give a damn. We really don't give a damn. You know? And then we got the nerve to talk about black people are dwindling. Are we really dwindling or are we killing each other off? Let's just deal with it. And my thing is, I don't want to hear well, black women get abortions. Look here. If you stop killing the ones that's walking around, let's deal with that. That's something we all can control. The people who got here. Let's just worry about them first. 17-year-old sister. This one, mother and daughter, 25, 55. What the hell? Crickets out here with black people. Crickets. And not all of us, but if you the person sharing, I give thanks. I'm so thankful that you share. I'm very thankful. But I don't know about y'all. I feel embarrassed. I feel like, and everybody know, I love being black. I love that I'm an African woman. I love all of that. But God damn it, how do we try to be the moral of the country when you can't even be the moral of your goddamn self? You can't even stop your own self. These black men come out of black women. And we try to protect him from the police, but who gonna protect us from him? All these pictures I'm showing you are black women that were murdered. That were murdered just in February. And they was now we at 70 and they still counting. But we don't have the solid number yet. This baby right here was 9. I done showed y'all a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old. I mean, what is it gonna take? Look at this one. This full of babies. This is full of babies. A 1-year-old, a girl, a 3-year-old, a girl, a 5-year-old, a girl, a 6-year-old, a girl, and a 9-year-old, a girl, and all of them were murdered by a black man. Every last one of them. And you want me to talk about Black Lives Matter and protect the black man? Are you on crack? Because I really wish you were, so we can explain why you don't want to fight for them. And then we're going to talk about we need more mental health services. Give me a fucking break. Ever since we've been in this country, it's been a mental health game. Keeping yourself up has been a game. But we always did that by helping each other. We ain't never killed our goddamn babies like this, ever. I've seen some stuff happen on an accident, somebody running down the street shooting. These are not those kind of murders. You don't kill 5, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black girls, all under the age of 9. And the youngest is 1. Look at this sister here. This sister, 20 years old. I don't understand why this is not on the agenda. Is it that their life don't really mean shit? Let's just deal with it. These are the ones we were able to share. Because it's 70 of them all together. or more than 70 now. So nobody's ever going to take us seriously as Black people because our behavior and what we think is important tells people how we really feel about Black girls and women. If you don't take care of your women, your society will not stand. If you kill them off, you will not be able to reproduce yourself. You need a Black woman to produce Black people. You get your culture and your beliefs and everything else from your goddamn mama. Don't get it twisted. I don't give a damn what no man said as he's reading the book. If your mother does not carry you, this woman was killed with her children, 1 and 7 years old, 2 more babies with their mama. And you know, Black folks, you know, we celebrating Black excellence all day. We're all excellent. We here, ain't we? I don't know. The elders up here, 75 years old. The hell is wrong with us? How can anybody respect us at this stage in the game? Why would anybody want to respect us at this stage in the game? Because it's obvious that we don't really give a shit about our women. That is obvious. Y'all can talk all day about how much Black Lives Matter. I'm telling you, by the looks of this shit, it don't matter at all. Not to us in the whole. Not those of us who are doing well. You know what I'm saying? Sis, I'm trying to read your comments too, dear sister. I'm sorry. Yes, during the pandemic. The one, sis, I didn't even get on the ones that's missing because I started off with that. I mean, not this video, but you know, 75,000 Black girls been missing. You know, it really does make my stomach hurt. But I was sitting here and it just got under my skin because sometimes I'll just kind of surf and listen to Clubhouse. And I'm like, they ain't there talking about all kind of bullshit. Black men don't like Black women. Black women is medium. You know, Black women is hair glue. But y'all shut the fuck up. We got real issues going on out here. We got Black women and babies being killed and murdered by people who look like them, who they supposed to be safe with. Come on, family. See, maybe one of them got killed by the police. Then we may see you. But even then, it took us forever to recognize the sister that was killed, you know, in Louisville, Breonna Taylor. Took us a minute. They got sisters on here with their cap and gown. They done completed school. Mother and daughter out here being killed. That's like taking out 2 generations right there. You know, look at the faces. Another sister, her cap and gown, murdered. So all that other shit for me, I'm just gonna be flat out honest. I don't really care. I don't really hear nothing about goddamn white supremacy. I just don't want to see, like most people, I guess, I've always been aware of who I was. And I'm not going to feel bad because I was aware of who I was. No one's going to make me feel like, well, you're lucky. No, I'm not lucky. You know how hard it is to be alive in a room full of people who are dead and stinking? Do you know what that's like? Them looking at you like you crazy because you showing, hey, y'all, we got an issue here. Hello, hello. They killing us up over here. And you say, well, that's not important. We got to deal with these police because we pay their salaries. You know how goddamn stupid you sound? You're going to fuck around and there's not going to be no Black people here for white people to kill because we don't kill up the Black women who produce the Black children. Then what you going to do? Complain about ain't no Black people and Black women to create children with? Now you killing up the goddamn children. And you don't think we got a problem because we got to be over here worried about what white people doing. If our ancestors always worried about white people, we would still be slaves. We took care of each other. Instead of watching fight videos, you better watch some goddamn history so you can see what they did and try to do it yourself. Everything is not about the trauma. Everybody, I've not met one person in my life who has not experienced some traumatic event in their life. Even just trying to get here, our infant mortality rate is so damn high. Trying to get here to this side of the portal, trying to get into this life, this world, is a hell of a fight. Then you get here and people kill you once you get here and they look like you. Family. Every time I see these babies, it just makes me so goddamn mad. I could just spit nails. See, I'm one of those people who believe in the death penalty to a point. Because anybody who kills children, they ask me to come back as a tree. Just get this shit over. Because this, I don't know how you redeem yourself from taking a life. You fight somebody, domestic violence is bad enough. You know, when you fight somebody and you beat up a woman, that shit is bad. But to kill a person, to me, that's unforgivable in my book. I'm not a redeemer. That's not my goddamn job. I'd be one of those people like, just go ahead on and do what y'all got to do. I don't care what the fuck y'all do to him. Because he wasn't thinking about that when he killed this baby. That was not a thought in his head that this is somebody's child. This is somebody. Look at this baby, y'all. I wish I could make this bigger. I wish I could just make this. Y'all see that baby? That's somebody's baby, y'all. Was murdered. How do we sleep with her? How do we sleep, period? How do we not have revivals as they used to do back in the day on this? Why we ain't gathering to have prayer visuals for all the black women that was murdered and babies that were murdered? Why we ain't doing that shit? Why we ain't in the street turning over shit because of this? Why we ain't marching in our own neighborhoods and invoking those killers to turn themselves in or to show themselves? Because I know the power of prayer. I know the power of intention. I know what we can do when we raise that vibration. I know, trust me. Now, most of us know that too. But we raising the vibration to get a new car. We raising the vibration to get some Negro that you probably shouldn't be fucking with in the first place. You know, we raising our vibration to pay that goddamn high-ass cable bill so you can watch more silly shit on the internet. You know, we out here with people talking about, yeah, we need more mental health services. Shut up. Person fucked you up, gonna offer you mental health services. How stupid does that sound? What they trying to do, make you into them? Because when you become them, you become more sicker. Because it ain't you. There was a time I only thought white people killed up each other like this. Because that's what I seen on the news. I've never seen so many black women and girls being murdered in all my life. I've never seen it like this. Never. I know somebody may want to choke the shit out you, but they never did. And they were so angry they went for a walk or left or whatever. But when you kill somebody, when you take somebody's life, my God, who? You don't even deserve representation. I just don't know what to tell you. And then we talking about gun control laws. What if all these women had a gun? You know, we still teaching them, don't do them guns. That man say they like, they may still be here. You know, we got people afraid to come back home. I put a post up that said, tell your daughters, your female friends or whoever, that it's okay to come home. Embarrassment is very different than you coming home in a casket. We don't want you to come home. Right on, sis. I'm going to be out at that march on the 13th for our dear sister, Breonna Taylor Day. Even though she was killed by the police, that was wrong too. I'm not against that at all. But I'm just saying, and email me, sis, because I think we got to do something. Look at this 1-year-old. Amanda Marie. She was in West Sacramento. That's our neck of the woods if you in Sacramento. I heard the person was her dad. So let me just say this. Let me just get this shit straight up. I just got to say this. As much as we challenge the gender roles, I say, if you want to be a fucking egg roll, I'm fine with that shit. I'm not going to eat you, but you could be an egg roll. But when you try to take out the womb from woman, we got a goddamn problem. We got a problem. And maybe why there's no value on black women. Maybe that's why there's no value. Maybe that's why. Because we allow some people to talk us into thinking our wounds are not important. When that is a sacred portal. You can't even get here unless you come through that sacred portal. And then this baby lived in somebody for 9 months. She comes out and she barely a year and get her life taken by her dad. Y'all better talk to me. You can't be protected by your daddy. What the hell you got? Look at this baby. Where's the outpour? One woman and man drove them off the goddamn bridge, and all her children was in the car in Sacramento. Didn't hear shit about that. Few people said some things, but most of us didn't say shit. Well, that's white supremacy. We so oppressed. Get the hell out of here. We was in slavery and didn't kill each other up like this. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all look. The other mom's boyfriend. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you. I said, baby, well, thank you so much. But even then, like, why would you do that to a child? Why? What the hell is wrong with you? I think he shouldn't spend 1 day in jail. He needs to go be a fucking tree trunk or some shit. He needs to be some fertilizer, like in the bottom of the deep part of the ocean where all the plastic is. Throw his ass out there. That's just sad. And I feel like this is so connected to us having to hold sacred the womb man. I don't give a damn what you want. I really don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I say, do you? But you don't get to tell me what make me a woman. When you're killing me up. February, family, 70 black women was killed in February, and they're still counting the numbers. They're still counting the numbers for February. Last year alone, 1,200 black women was murdered at the hands of black men. And this is what I do know. We got good brothers out there. Let me get twisted. So if you're a good brother, you ain't upset by that. You like, dude, what are you doing? Why the hell are you killing up the black woman? What's wrong with you? So the brothers I know ain't offended by the statement. But some woman that's holding on to a nigga you know ain't cool, you don't want to be defending him. Probably over your children. When you know this fool ain't right. Some of y'all be hiding people out and shit. You know, got a nerve, but that's my son. Then you need to be in jail with his ass since you want to hide him out. You need your freedom taken. I mean, there was a time when you had mamas that if your son did some shit, it's like, dude, you can't bring that shit in here. You can't do. I didn't raise you. I didn't carry you for 9 months for you to come in the world and do some shit like that. I didn't raise you like that. No, we hiding people. Well, that girl, she just gets on his nerve. So he takes her life and you gonna hide the fool out? You need to be in jail. This is a 1 year. I look at this. I have nephews and nieces that I adore. I'm feeling sick I feel sad when they got a cold. This person's not going to ever see their baby again, who she grows up to be. See her first day look at this baby's face. See her first day in kindergarten and walk her off to school and dress up for Halloween if that's what you do, or open up Christmas gifts, or celebrate Kwanzaa, or have a picnic with her, or take her to the park, or take her to the snow. She will never get to do that. And we are not outraged in our communities because we're distracted with the programming of this is your concerns. No, this is our concern. We should feel some way that we have to bury a 1-year-old because some knucklehead boyfriend, he should have just dropped her ass off at the church or something. At the bus stop, somebody would have took her. Family, we got a problem. Thank you for that information, Alexis. We got a problem. We got a problem, family. 1,200 black women murdered last year in 2020 by black men. Not the cops. Not the cops. Us. And then you have Negroes, oh, don't turn them over to the cops. Are you kidding me? See, we'll talk about no police, but who gonna help us defend us? Who gonna protect us? Because evidently we're not protecting us. All right, y'all. Look here. It's like 9:30. Look at this elder. This baby, 8 months, family. 8 months. I showed y'all already tonight probably about 10 children who were murdered in February at the hands of somebody that looked like them. See, that don't sound beautiful when I say it like that, do it? It's much easier to say the white people or the cops than we be all enraged and shit. But we ain't enraged when it's us. So y'all on that fucking rah-rah, the white supremacy, we had to tear the system down. Get the fuck away from me. Because you'll be the one who killed me and don't say nothing. You know, well, we act like it's okay for black people to kill each other. Because when you don't say anything, you're basically saying, oh, it's okay. Black people kill each other. That means we love each other. That's why we kill each other. Because I've heard us say stupid shit like that out of my mouth. Not me, I get to going off. Because I get to see this little beautiful baby's face in my mind. She didn't even make it to a year. We know we got infant mortality rates. That's when your baby, dies before the baby turned 1. And that's usually when they go to sleep or natural causes, whatever, crib death or whatever. No, this somebody killing somebody. A baby on top of that. Look at this elder, 73-year-old. She lived 73 years. She done seen some shit and she don't get killed by somebody who look like her. Are you kidding me? Family, I don't know about y'all. Look at this sister. I mean, I'm feeling all her swag and locks looking. I mean, I look at these pictures of these black women. They look so beautiful. Sister hair done. She spent time on putting her baby hair. It's all our character. And look at her lashes. I can't put lashes on to save my damn life. Look at this sister here. Look at this, y'all. 15-year-old. She didn't even discover much about herself yet. 30-year-old sister. Look how beautiful she looks. She's but a memory now. This beautiful sister. Look at the smiles on these sisters. Look at how beautiful her smile. Look at her hair. Beautiful teeth. Look at this sister. Look at this. All these beautiful selfies. Come on, family. We got to stop killing us. I just don't want to hear no shit about no white supremacy. I don't want to hear about the cops. This ain't got shit to do with none of that. This has something to do with the way we see each other. I try to do my part to educate girls and women or whoever, but I also know, hey, I don't want to hear this. There's never an excuse for murder of a black woman or child or baby. No, you can be somebody. I'm not saying it's okay to be somebody else. Y'all fight, that's different. But when you take a life force, you cannot get that shit back. You cannot amend it. You can't appease it. You can't be forgiven. I'm sorry. The only person that's giving out life forces like that is the supreme being, and none of us are it. And then they choose the woman who's the sacred portal who has a womb. You hear me? So a woman is not about lipstick and makeup and high heels and how the fuck you think you feel a woman feels. You feel me? It's about that sacred portal. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you a womb man. That's why I'm putting the womb back in the goddamn word. Because maybe we forget how important that womb is. Life lives there. You are God to your baby when you're pregnant. If you don't eat, the baby don't eat. If that ain't God, I don't know what to tell you. How you treat yourself, how you live, all that was given to the womb man. So if you kill the womb man, then you kill you. You kill us. 70 black women murdered in February, and they're still counting the numbers. I'm just going to speed through that. I wish I could make it closer, but I didn't download this right, but it's okay. But look at their faces, 1-year-old. The youngest I seen was 8 months, and the oldest I seen was 75. You killing us up at this rate. February only got 28 goddamn days in it. 28 days. That's ridiculous. That's what, 4 women a day? for the month of February. And I forgot January's number because it just be so many of them. I can't even keep track of the shit, and I got to keep my sanity because this the kind of stuff that just make you have you voting on the death penalty. See, if you we talk about the enemy feeling some way, but look at the ammunition they getting. Look at the faces. Look at the faces, y'all. Baby, 3 years old. That's a baby. Look at this young sister. Look, this is L, 54 years old. I'm almost 54. 4-year old, 31-year old, 30-year old, 35, 25, 30, 28. Some of y'all, this age is on here. 28 years old, 22 years old. They didn't die of diabetes, hypertension, heart attacks, liver disease, kidney disease. They died of somebody killing them. And most of these are gunshot wounds. 22-year-old, 33-year-old, 19 years old, 17 years old, 20, 26 and 55, 24-year-old, 34-year-old, 40-year-old, 43-year-old, 18 years old. Look at her lashes. I can't do lashes to save my life. 19 years old, 24 years old, 31 years old, 75 years old. She lived 75 years to be murdered by somebody. Are you kidding me? 31, this is a 30-year-old mom with a 1-year-old and a 7-year-old, and they're all females. They're all women. 9-year-old. Look at her. Just look at her face. Look at these whole tribe right here. 5 of them, all girls, the ages 1 to 9, murdered. 35-year-old, 20 years old, 21-year-old, 37-year-old, 15-year-old. Y'all, this shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And the next time you want to say Black Lives Matter, you remember these murdered black girls and women and babies, and then act like you believe this shit. And don't wait for the white man to kill us. When we kill each other, God damn it, do something. Say something. Have an opinion on it. Don't worry about somebody getting in their goddamn feelings. Fuck their feelings. We're talking about life or death here. Sorry your feelings get hurt. Don't kill people. The hell wrong with y'all? We sitting here like a bump on the log. You let some dude get shot out here tonight by the cops, and all y'all got their audacity to be in the goddamn street. But you ain't in the street on this subject. All we could do is, well, maybe he had mental. I don't care if he had mental health problems or not. He don't shoot the white man like that. He don't shoot people who fuck with his ass every day that ain't black like that. But he'll take it out on this black woman and black girls and babies. Miss me with that mental health piece. People always come up with a new tagline to get your ass off of what you're supposed to be, which is yourself. We should be hot like fish grease. Because when they die, y'all, if she can't live, we dead in the water. We are dead in the water. If our babies can't live, we are dead. See, slavery couldn't break us. Jim Crow couldn't break us. All the shit that they threw everything and the kitchen sink at black people, and we survived, only to be met with us killing each other. Fuck the excuses. Only we are going to save us. We all we got, family. We are all that we have. If we don't think we're important, nobody else is going to think we're important. That's just the way it go. Ain't nobody caring about us killing each other. Because here's the real truth. There is a debt owed to us. But if you kill us all up, you don't have to pay the debt. Maybe that'll speak to people who own money. They can pass that reparations bill and they won't have to pay no goddamn body because we don't kill everybody up. We done killed the sacred portal carrier. So hell, pass that reparations bill. We're gonna be dead by then. Because we don't killed each other up. So family, this is some heavy shit. It's just heavy. It's heavy and it's sad. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm mad as hell. I just can't take it. This is the kind of shit that make you get the hell away from people. This is the kind of shit where you be like, I got to go. I can't stay with the people who don't respect me, who won't protect me, who won't love me, who won't honor me, who I give everything to. Ban up the pimp culture and the sexually exploited youth, sex trafficking and CSEC, and people come up with all kind of shit on our ass. Ban up that is overwhelmingly us. Homelessness in Sacramento, damn near 50% of the homeless are black women with their children. I mean, we can't catch a goddamn break as black women. Everybody, we got to compete with everybody with they shit. Meanwhile, I got to go out in the world with my babies, try to fend for myself after loving somebody and having some kids with somebody, and I'm still out here by my goddamn self. I don't have any children personally. You heard? But when she heard, I heard, because I'm her and she's me, and we us. And when you look at the stats, black women, we are hurting. I don't give a fuck if you got 50 degrees, 20 PhDs, living in a big ass fat house, you still got issues and target on you as a black woman. If your ass is killed today, we gonna be like, well, who getting their shit? I mean, it's just this trifling ass shit, just trifling. We are struggling because we hold up our communities and we struggling, and we got the audacity to worry about how somebody else is feeling today. Fuck your feelings. That's where I'm at. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. I'm cussing and everything, but I don't know how you be dignified talking about black women and girls being murdered at the hands of people who look like them. I don't know how you do that shit with dignity, a dignity, or whatever. We love to present ourselves. We love an image. This is the image we want to be seen as. Let me give you the image that got us fucked up right now. Because we want to appear like this. Hold on. I'm gonna leave us with this image because the image shit got us all, we all messed up on the imagery. We really got this twisted, family. We got this straight twisted, boo. As they say. This is who we think we is. This is us. I just want to be loved. I see her face on one of my damn things. This image shit got us messed up. We do deserve this if that's what you want. We do deserve to be loved and loving on and lovable. We deserve all of that. But shit, over 70 black women murdered in February. I don't know how we gonna get there. Because we being murdered by people who we think we're loving like this. We got this twist up. Family, I love black love. Y'all know me. I share that on my page. I see, oh my God, it's so I'll share it. I will, because I think we're the bomb. This young baby right here got shot in the face in the South Side. This gotta probably be Chicago. 11 years old, shot in the face at a damn gas station. 11. Don't wait for this to happen to your baby. Don't wait for you to get your personal invite to this fight, because this is a fight, family. This is the fight for our souls. This is the fight for our community. This is a fight for our future. This is a holy war. But the holy war is in us. It's on us. By us, for us, to us. Ain't nobody gonna save us but us, family. Good night.